Hello, welcome to Tony and Steph's Zero Journey, video 3. There comes Tony with our wine, our traditional wine nights. Updates on us. People have been asking just mainly how we've been doing, and I mean that's pretty much the only question that we've been asked is how we've been doing and keeping up with everything. So Tony's been going to work, so he's at work most of the day. Sometimes he doesn't come home till 6 at night, like is when he gets home. So he has an hour drive from here to work, an hour drive from work back to here. So it's a lot for me, but I'm dealing with the kids at home and trying to keep up with dishes and laundry and the kids. So it gets to be a lot sometimes, but
yeah, but you got out last weekend. She went out, or last week she went out a couple days. We went out a couple days.
I went out on Tuesday with an expat, and she took me around Arona and just some, like, explaining to me some shops down the streets and stuff. And then we went to Esselunga, which is a grocery store here. In Arona. But she took us there because she had to get some groceries and stuff, and then she showed me like, what kind of tuna is good to get, what kind of tuna is not good to get, and just explaining to me stuff like that. And then
she went out with another mom.
I went out with another mom the next day on Wednesday to Stresa, and they have like water fountains and playgrounds and shops and everything. And so we let Anthony was fascinated with the water fountain for the longest time, and he didn't want to leave. He like fussed whenever we were like, okay, let's go. And then eventually he got bored of that though. So then we took him to the playground. He played with that for a while, and he didn't want to leave that once again. So eventually we're like, all right, Anthony, we got to go, get lunch or start shopping and look around and stuff. So we let him play there until he got a little bored of that. And we're like, okay, we'll come back after. So we went to a restaurant. You sit outside, or you can sit inside, but we sat outside, and I just got like spaghetti because I just want to make sure I don't get too much Italian food in me and then my stomach messes up. So I just got spaghetti, and then and Anthony shared my plate. The mom got her own plate. We just ate lunch, and then we went out and just looked around. We didn't get anything, but I was trying to look for winter stuff, mainly for Hannah, because she doesn't have like really any winter stuff, and now it's getting colder out here. So hopefully tomorrow or this weekend we'll get winter stuff for her, so she's good.
Yeah. We plan on going and getting some winter stuff this weekend at
Maybe go to Vicalunga.
the outside mall. Vicalunga.
It's like for people in Texas and America, it's like Tanger Outlets, Tony said.
Yeah.
So that's like outside shopping, but you go inside the stores obviously to shop. So
Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't gotten many, like I said, we haven't gotten many comments on our videos and stuff, but except saying, we haven't gotten any questions. So like we said, if you have any questions or anything, we're willing to answer them to the best of our knowledge. But the mainly what we've gotten is like, how have you been doing? Are you doing okay? Like that type of thing. So
Yeah.
So we've been doing good. We're hanging in there. We've been here for officially like a month now. So
Today,
a
month?
I guess the 6th, I guess, will technically be a month, but we got here 4 weeks ago today. So, but
Yeah.
we got here on the 6th, but we got here 4 Sundays ago today. So
Like
technically it's been a month.
grocery store visits, things like that. Pharmacy visits are becoming the norm. So we're getting in there. We're finding our way, I guess you could say.
I don't know if we told y'all in other videos previously that when we got to the airport in London, they threw away Hannah's Tylenol, like children's Tylenol, since she's teething and stuff. So they threw away her Tylenol because the container was too big And so,
even though I argued with him about it.
yeah, but they weren't having it. So
Yeah.
it still he was like, whatever, just toss it, because he wasn't going to argue. So he was like, whatever, just toss it. So.
Yeah, London Heathrow was not kidding about the size of the bottles. 3.4 ounces was way too much for them, and children's Tylenol, they thought I was smuggling something crazy, so they weren't having it with children's Tylenol.
Yeah, so we had to throw that away, and I was like, well, our daughter's teething, so we're going to have to find something when we get to Italy. So a few days later, we went to the store, and inside the store is like a pharmacy, clothing stores, like all that kind of stuff. So we went to
It's almost
the
like
pharmacy.
a mall inside the store.
Yeah.
Like, even all the stores here, like, we have a Tigros right up the road, and they have a pharmacy, a children's store, and an Ace Hardware inside the building. So you go in the building, and there's like all these other stores within the building. It's almost like a mall.
And then you go to the Tigros, which is called Tigros, but that's like the actual grocery store.
Yeah.
So.
And then our Esselunga has a hair salon. It has, what else does it have?
Coffee shop.
Coffee shop. The Il Gigante has like a tobacco store in the shop. It has a coffee shop. It actually has like a dollar store.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
It's called Teddy.
It's called Teddy. There's a lot of decorations and
like
things.
holiday decorations, candles,
So
like stuff like that.
So you go to these places, you go to what's a grocery store back home, and you have essentially a mall. Depending on which one you go to is, you know, what you get.
But we went to the Tigros, I think is where we went, and they have a pharmacy. So that's like a few days after we got here. That's where we're like, we gotta have Tylenol for Hannah. So
Yeah.
we ended up going to the pharmacy, and the lady, we're like, you know, poco Italiano, like Americano. So we told her we're American, you know, like we don't know that much Italian. So she kind of
walked us through
understood us kind of a little bit of what we were going for, and Tony would show her on his translator like what we were looking for. So we told her, you know, children's Tylenol, and she found us something that was like, you know, similar,
the equivalent,
to children's Tylenol. So it's been working good for her so far. So so we at least got that. And when we go back home in 2023, our kids shouldn't be on that. So that'll be nice. We shouldn't have to deal with that in the airport. But they had to test our formula and everything in the airport. So they had to make sure like her formula was legit formula and not, I guess, some kind of drug or something.
Yeah, they weren't having it with the like children's Tylenol of all. Like they pulled it out in London, and they were like, "Oh, bottle's too big," and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Like it's children's Tylenol. Like my daughter is clearly here screaming, teething." Yeah. And so they threw that away, but we're past that.
Yeah, she doesn't do too bad like Anthony did with teething. So
yeah,
she doesn't scream and cry. I mean, she will every now and then, but she deals with it pretty well. So that's good.
Yeah, we're a month in. Emotionally, I think we're getting settled here in our temporary living.
But we still have days where we miss home and stuff, and we get emotional still. And
we're ready to be in permanent living and get our air shipment, so we can have all of our home family stuff. Pictures and home stuff, and hang it up on the wall and make it feel like home, and
get used to living like this. Since right now we're living here in this temporary house for maybe a little less than another month, and then we'll hopefully be in our permanent living, and we can make that feel like home. Unpack everything, because right now we still haven't even unpacked everything. Like we're not going to be here forever, so
we
we're not
still
gonna
have suitcases packed, and we still have things packed, and I mean we're just on the edge of, I think, of afraid to unpack everything because we know we're going to have to move it again. Yeah. So we found a few decent places, some places that'll work for us. So.
Like downtown Arona mainly is we looked at a lot of houses, but some of them weren't where we were looking.
They weren't actually in Arona.
Yeah, and we were wanting Arona, like downtown Arona, so Tony can take the car to work, and I can walk with the moms, or just by myself with the kids, and
or go to coffee, or
take Anthony to school whenever he gets to that point. Yeah, and I could just walk around and get used to the stores down there and stuff, and then maybe I'll find something that Tony doesn't know about. I could tell him like, "Hey, babe, let's go to this store, and they have this really cool stuff there," or something. So I don't know. I'm excited to look around and get used to the area. So just right now it's hard because, like I said, we live in the mountains. So I'm like stuck here. So
Yeah.
at least until he gets home from work, and then we go to the store or.
We move around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're settling good. It's less emotional.
But we still have our days.
We have our days.
We do miss our family and friends like a lot back home. So we definitely have our days where one day I'm emotional like really bad and Tony has to comfort me and Anthony will comfort me. And then days where Tony's emotional really bad and I'll comfort him and Anthony will comfort him. So I think Anthony definitely like understands the fact that we are sad, and maybe he knows why we're sad, that he hasn't seen his grandpa in a month or so. He hasn't seen his aunt and uncle in a month or so. Like, he hasn't seen a lot of people that he is familiar with in a long time. So it's really hard, and we try not to get too emotional for the fact of the kids, and we don't want them to like.
But on the plus side, we found a really great babysitter already. We've been house hunting, so I think we have a few places that we're kind of set on. We just have to lock something in. We've looked at a few places. We found, like I said, a great babysitter. So she works well with Anthony. Mm-hmm. We're doing immigration stuff next week.
Well, she works well with both kids. We've had her watch the kids already one day for
like 6 hours.
Well, maybe 4 or 5 because we came back early, but about 4.5 hours, and they were great. She sent us a picture of both kids, or Hannah being asleep, and Anthony was playing with like a dish towel, and he was just happy as can be.
Doing his thing.
So she's really good, and
this situation kind of forces your hand. So we're doing our thing out here.
Still adjusting though.
And we still want to travel too. So that's probably the next thing on our list is we want to travel and show you guys a little bit of Italy.
Well, probably
Switzerland.
But it'll probably be when we get in our permanent living. So I want to, because right now we can't really settle down in our temporary living because, like I said, we haven't unpacked everything yet because we feel like that's a smart idea to not unpack everything right now because we know we're going to be leaving. And so I told Tony, I was like, maybe it'd be best if we travel somewhere else where we want to go once we get in our permanent living so that we can unpack everything, make it feel like home, and then we could settle down and be like, okay, like now we're ready to go travel to like Switzerland or London or Paris or wherever. It'll be a surprise for y'all, and we'll have to like put videos up here for where we end up going to.
Yeah, Germany. I mean, Germany is 2 hours on a train ride. That
is a sneak peek. So
Switzerland is right there.
We plan on going to
point and show you Switzerland.
But we plan on going to Germany hopefully for the Christmas market. Yeah. So that is definitely a destination that we want to go to for probably with friends for the Christmas market this year. We haven't seen it. We don't know what it's like, but we heard it's good. So
maybe do like a family trip type deal. So
family friend or so.
Family
there's some friends that want to go as well, and they're like, Germany or Austria are good places to go to for the Christmas market. So obviously my maiden name is German. I come from a German family, so I was like, oh, maybe we should go to Germany and at least first and try and see how it is. So maybe we'll go there and have some videos, clips for y'all to see what Germany is like too.
So traveling coming soon. Emotionally, we're doing okay. We're settling in, so we're a lot more stable than we were before, I think. I think
it's getting better, but it's still hard at times.
Yeah, we're still shooting from the hip. I mean, every day we wake up is a new challenge for us.
And also at grocery stores, I think it's like Aldi in America or Texas, whoever has Aldi grocery store over there. It's to where you have to, anytime you go to any grocery store,
you have to
but whenever you get a shopping cart, you have to have a coin with you, and you put the coin. There's a little coin slot in the shopping cart. You have to put a coin in the coin slot, and I don't know how to
Like,
explain.
pop
There's
out
like
the
there's like
tab.
pop off because all the
Grocery carts string together.
yeah, and so
It's
you have
like-
to disconnect one of them to get it out. But you have to put your coin in there first, and then put like a chain hook from the previous cart to connect it to your cart that you want, and then it disconnects and
Well,
you can
it's
go.
like a bunch of little things like connected together. Even in the grocery stores, like we've bought our own bags and the
Yeah.
grocery store bags.
But like
you
Tony
don't-
said, they're like
you don't
they're
buy
like woven, like they're not just, you can buy plastic paper bag.
I guess they're
you can-
recyclable. I don't know.
recyclable bags?
They're like bio-recyclable bags you
But
can buy.
they're
But
each $1, so we can buy $1 paper bags where they're like can break
reusable?
easily. The paper bags where they can break easily.
Yeah,
Or you can buy like the
reusable bags.
reusable bags where they're $1 as well. So you might as well buy the reusable bags, and they're much. They can handle more, groceries and stuff in there, heavier stuff, and so.
So we bought a bunch of.
So we have an Estelunga bag now, and we have a Tigros bag. So
Yeah.
it definitely holds all groceries. But and Anthony, of course, loves to help us bring in groceries. He always, anytime we go to the grocery store when we come home, he always wants to help us carry something in. So today, for instance, I had him help carry his diaper packages in. So, and he did go with that. So
Yeah. There's just a bunch of things that it's a takes getting used to.
it's a challenge.
Cultural differences. I think we're fitting in, and I think we're getting in where we fit in.
We haven't been to many Italian restaurants yet. We haven't expanded that far. I think we'll expand further in that point whenever we get to Arona and we live in Arona.
Yeah.
Right now we just kind of do whatever. We just cook from home, which is good too. But we went to I can't remember if we told y'all in the last video. We went to a restaurant called Old Wild West, and it's by Burger King. And we were actually planning that night to go to Burger King for dinner.
It had some great
But
ribs.
we changed our mind last minute and went to Old Wild West. And we were asking some people like, oh, how do you like it? Have you been here? Kind of thing. And we
They
didn't
said
get
they hate it.
Yeah. So they said once you live in Italy more, like you'll get your feel for it. But we went there for the first time
We thought it
like
was
a week
good.
ago. And it wasn't bad. Anthony liked it. I liked it. Tony liked it. So it wasn't bad. Hannah liked it.
Yeah.
You liked it.
But one thing, they yelled at us because
Yeah.
I think we told
Oh, I think we did.
last
I think we
video.
said it in the last video, yeah. About the placemats and stuff like that.
So as soon as we get out, we start exploring a little bit more. We get down to the town center. We'll definitely keep y'all tuned in. Maybe
We'll definitely post videos. I put some on my Facebook page, but for those of you that I don't have on Facebook, there are videos that we'll have to post more as we travel more and get in Arona more. But we'll post videos of Arona and how Anthony is taking it in and stuff like that. And of course, as Hannah gets older, we'll see how she takes it in and stuff, and she'll think this is home. She doesn't know that she was born in Texas, so she'll think this is home. Anthony, I think he'll understand this is his,
temporary living.
temporary home kind of thing.
So for now, like, comment, subscribe,
Share.
Yeah,
Please, for real, any comments that y'all have or questions, please ask him. And like I said, we'll give you all our answers to the best of our knowledge. There is also, I think we said in the last video as well, the statue that's St. Carlos. We still want to see that. We still haven't seen it yet. You can go up to the eye or in the ear or something, and you can look out of the statue. And so we still want to do that while we're in temporary living, hopefully, because it's like 2 minutes away. So hopefully we'll do that, and we can post pictures and stuff and videos of what it's like over there. So yeah, just share a video, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll this is our third video. We'll see y'all next time.
peace.